great entrepreneurs from the mediocre one. I don't think about failure as failure. And I've kind of only now realized in the last handful of years what's going on. It's that I never fall in love with the idea. I always fall in love with the problem. And when you fall in love with the problem, well, the problem never goes away. The problem never fails. The problem is always there. And then what happens is all these things which were your ideas, when they fail, who cares? It was just an idea that I was trying, and I've learned something from that idea. That each of these failures is a jumping off point to more exploration. Even when something goes totally wrong, well, at least now I can cross those three things off the list, and I've narrowed down the possible approaches I have, which actually might work. It's one of the things that's taken me a long time to learn. And I've learned that ideas don't count for shit. They don't. I hear so many pitches. You know, I do a lot of angel investing. I work with entrepreneurs all over the world. They all want to pitch me their idea, and they're fun and you're listening. But the thing is, no idea, zero ideas end up turning into the companies that they become. The successful companies all are this winding path of one thing leads to another. Almost never, in fact, never do things that are successful lead directly from the idea they started with. And so what I've learned is that the key thing is you got to do it. That the more time you spend thinking about it, the more time you're wasting. That you're trying to envision, can I see around the corner? Can I figure it out? And even worse, entrepreneurs get these things stuck in their heads. And they're safe and they're warm and they can build them and they can make them into multinational corporations and they can imagine all the amazing things when everyone's using this app without spending the first moment figuring out how they're going to actually get the one person to use the app. And here's the trick. The one way is you just got to do it. You've got to say, I'm just going to start, and I'm going to start completely half-assed. And I know I'm going to stumble. It's not going to work. But by taking that first step, I'm going to start the process of learning what might work. And what I've learned, my process is to break down all pride, to break down all sense that this is going to happen or work well, and just friggin' do it. And what's taken me a while is to get more and more comfortable with how crappy it can be and still be a learning experience. And I've come to learn that this, in my opinion, is the skill that separates the great entrepreneurs from the mediocre ones, is not how good their ideas are, but how clever and creative they can be about figuring out ways to try their ideas quickly, simply, and cheaply.